I'm Sonja, and I help people take their power back. If you're interested in working with me or would like to support my channel, all that information is in the description. This video, I want to talk a little bit about how things manifest. And again, every manifestation is different. You cannot control how manifestations come. You do not know how manifestations are going to come. You're not going to know when manifestations are going to come. All you can do is focus on your mindset. I have read this passage from Neville multiple times about how you have free will to choose your thoughts. That's where your free will ends. How things are going to manifest is not up to you. You don't know when, you don't know how. All you got to do is tell yourself that it's already true now and that you don't have any problems and things are amazing. So 2 things that I have manifested recently are getting my brother a new job and my grandma finding the perfect place to live. My brother had a job he'd been working there a little over a year and was like, I'm kind of over this. I need something else. So I just started affirming for him whenever I would think about my brother or think about him wanting a new job, or when we would be talking about him getting a job. It's like, yeah, you'll find something. It's going to be amazing. But in my head, I would just tell myself, oh my God, he found something and it was so amazing. I didn't do anything to find my brother a job. My brother didn't even really do a whole lot to find himself a job. I know he was kind of looking, but what ended up happening is my mom was driving down the street, saw a sign from the city saying that they were looking for people, and she told my brother, and my mom was like, it was amazing that I even saw that or remembered that. But then she told my brother, and my brother was like, huh, interesting. And he decided to look it up and apply because he's like, wow, I would like that. I'm in. Applied, went to the interview. They kind of gave him the impression that they had somebody else in mind, but they ended up hiring him. And he's very happy at his job. He's been there for like 2 weeks now. I didn't do anything. I didn't force anything. I didn't go, oh my God, I got to find him a job. I got to fix this. It unfolded perfectly. The other thing is my grandma moving. My grandpa passed away in June, and my grandma's like, this house is they have like a townhouse and it's too big for just her, and there's stairs, and my grandma's 90, and she's like, I'd really like to be in a place that's safer and, more user-friendly for her. Now, my grandma drives. She does everything for herself. She's completely independent, but it's like this house is too big. And with all the things with my grandpa and all the situations, all the money and the what are we going to do and like where are you going to go, and my grandma had some very specific things that she wanted. She didn't want to move very far away from where she is. She what were the other things? There was like a few like very specific things. That was like one of the big ones. She did not want to move far away from where she is. She wanted to stay in the same area because they've lived there for like ever. And she didn't want to move far away. And it's like, okay, well, so while my mom and my dad were up for the funeral, they were like talking about like where would you maybe want to go? And my grandma was like, okay, like a retirement community. And so they started looking up retirement communities, and they didn't find anything that was like close. And then my grandma was like, I think there's a retirement community, but I don't know like what it is exactly. That's not far from here. That's behind a car wash that I go to, because in their area, there's only like one car wash where they will wash cars for you instead of you having to wash them. So she's like, when I go there, I go walk around this like creek, and it seems like some kind of a retirement community. And my parents were like, okay, well, my mom found it online, and she told my dad, before we go, I want to go look at this place. So they ended up going over there, are like, this place is amazing. Holy crap. But I don't know if it will work out that she can be here. And we were just like, okay. So from there, I just started affirming. Grandma found the perfect place. and everything worked out perfectly, really having the intention that she ended up there. I didn't do jack shit in any of this. I just told myself that grandma was there. And then my grandma and my aunt went over there, and my grandma just loved it and was like, yeah, but I don't know if it'll work out and whatever. And so I just kept telling myself, no, grandma found the perfect place. Everything's perfect. It ended up working out that that's where she moved in. Everything worked out perfectly. They keep my mom and my aunt doing stuff with my grandpa and stuff. They keep running into people who are like, oh my God, that place is amazing. They're like, it's the best place she could possibly move into. She moved in the other day. I was talking to my mom about this morning, and she's like, both things are just so weird. Like, what is the chance that everything would just fall into place so perfectly? That is how this works. You stay in the mindset that it's going to work, and things will happen in a way that will make it work. But it's not, oh, I really want grandma to be in this place. Let's come up with all, I didn't do anything. And my parents, who usually would be like all over, like really doing shit, like they were very reserved and whatever, and it just unfolded. And talking to my mom and my brother about these things, they're like, it's fucking crazy how just like perfectly it worked out. This has been happening your whole life. You've had those things that you're like, oh my God, that's so crazy. Like, what are the chances of that happening? That's manifestation. That's how this stuff works. It's how it works. Until you experience it and you realize that all I was doing was saying my brother found the perfect job instead of worrying about if he would get a good job. And same thing with my grandma. And things unfolded how they unfolded. People are very with the, well, they say you don't have to take action and you don't have to do anything to get what you want. I didn't have to do anything, but my brother had to do things to get that job, and my grandma had to do things to move into a new place. Your life is still life when you become a manifester, when you're consciously manifesting, when you're whatever you want to call it, when you are choosing what you are going to experience. It's still fucking life. But you're rigging life in your favor to get the things that you want. You're getting rid of the worry and the doubt and the insecurities and all that shit. Because at the end of the day, it's a choice. I could have been worried about what was going to happen to my grandma, or I could choose that she was going to find the perfect place. I could be like, oh, I really hope my brother finds something better because he's not happy at his work. Let's hope something better happens. And something perfect found him in the most unexpected way. I don't know why, but the other night I was called to watch the older, it's from the 90s, it's old. I'm old, people. But there was a Disney movie on Disney called Halloween Town when I was a kid. And Debbie Reynolds plays like a witch that comes to the mortal world to like visit her grandkids, and I don't know, whatever. If you've seen it, you know. But there's a line in that movie where she goes, magic is really very simple. You just want something and let yourself have it. Everyone gets stuck on the, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. You're good at that. But you're not good at letting yourself have what you want. And that's what you have to get good at. You can have anything you want in this moment in your imagination. So let yourself have what you want. And stop worrying and doubting and questioning and all that shit. Because as soon as you drop that shit and allow yourself to have it, that's when the magic happens. And you don't know how it's going to unfold. All you can do is trust that it is going to, because you know how reality works. And if you have not proven that to yourself, that is where Create Your Manifestation Lifestyle, which is in the description, prove to yourself that you can think about something and then it show up in your physical world. Because if you can do that with something you don't care about, you can build that skill to get anything that you want. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light.